Jazdero comes in here having made 9th place twice last year in the CPTs.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was close to making the top 8s. MXGuss comes in here having made 9th in Central America West #2. We got 2 guys who ended up just outside of the top 8.
No.
Multiple times.
And guess what? It's just about to happen.
One of them is going to happen again. Absolutely. It's these 2 guys. I love the ages that we're seeing up on the
That's what I'm
screen
talking
here.
about.
Still playing, still doing well. By the way, earlier we had 40 as well. Shout outs to everybody still playing around. And at the same time, shout outs to all the new players, younger players too. We have all the way down to 21 in this tournament. Just a great age range. Good thing to see.
Yeah, a little side note. You're never too old to pick up a fighting game.
Absolutely.
I will tell you that right now. There's so many other players within this age range and higher that have made it into the grand stage. Sakonoko, Daigo, those 2 being the 2 prime examples. Again, we literally saw Daigo in top 8. But that's not the story here. It is, again, age doesn't matter in a fighting game community.
I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. Yeah. We have not reached that point yet where somebody is too old to be really good at a fighting game. And nobody knows what that range is because nobody is older than Sako who has grown up playing fighting games. It just doesn't exist yet. So anyway, sometime in the distant future, we'll find out what that limit is, but we don't know that now. We're going to move in and we're going to see Kolin come out again. And this time we're going to see Luke.
I would love to see like Sakonoko play off against like maybe this kid.
It's gonna happen. It's probably already happened, dude. I don't know.
That'd be
maybe not in tournament, but I'm sure
in
they're
tournament.
playing.
That'd be hype.
That would be sick.
I'm about to eliminate you, and I got to take you back home.
That will absolutely happen at some point. I'm
that
sure.
That drive back home is gonna be so awkward. Like, remember when I frame trapped the hell out of you? Like that sucks. Remember that time at Evo? It's gonna be rough. So again, Jazdero rocking it out with a Luke.
Yeah.
This time instead of Akira, our second Luke appearance for the day.
So it's now trigger 2 V-Skill 1 loadout for Gus. Remember, we had the opposite 4.
Oh. Not too bad. Wow,
interesting.
of a whip finish.
Oh, big
interruption.
chance.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly. That is indeed a frame trap with Icicle. Activation point. Checking the movement instead. Huh. So Jazdero actually got his crouching medium kick blocked, but Gus decided to press a button afterwards.
Yeah, just made the read that there would be an attempted hit confirm, I guess.
I don't know, like, because there's other things that Luke could cancel into, like off of that low medium kick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be a frame trap regardless. Interesting. Either way.
Ooh, there we go.
I like that interruption against the flash knuckle. That neutral jump could have been heavy.
Yeah.
Could have been huge against the vanity step. Big punish. Oh, decent sized punish. Put him in the to-go box. Ooh. All the way out.
Oh, press buttons anyway. Here's Jazdero. He is absolutely trying to find the button. Instead, it's grab, and now he's got the corner. Activates. It's still his turn.
What a read!
Jeez.
That was very Kawano-esque, by the way. Making those decisions to backdash away from a throw in the corner. Super risky if you're playing against Luke, because that could have been heavy damage if punished properly. And I gotta say, shout outs to anybody playing Luke online, man. Getting those frame perfect flash knuckles, no easy feat. You need that for a lot of consistent damage.
Yeah, you need the hit confirms too, which is also not that easy to do.
Go with punish. Which is fine. That wasn't even too bad for Jazdero, just a little bit of a scramble. Ooh.
Slowly moving backwards here. Again, at almost exactly the same spot on screen, Jazdero did dash forward and the grab twice in 2 rounds. So it's his turn now. The pressure.
Oh boy.
Did she link there? Wow. Shout out to Fierce. V-Trigger 2 Fierce.
All the homies love Fierce, especially if you're Kolin player. Oop. Thermal barrier. Okay.
Taking the life lead, but also giving up super.
Just getting rid of the trigger too. What a snipe!
Yeah. Gus now needs to find something on his way in. Instead, Jazdero yet again finding the grab. He really did a great job at sensing when MXGuss was not going to press buttons. It wasn't like there were many times when Gus and Jazdero were not pressing buttons in neutral. They were very active there. But in a few specific situations, Jazdero guessed that Gus was not going to be pressing buttons, and he was right with the dash and the grab each time.
There's a lot of those moments where it's like, man, this could lead to kill. It's always in those specific scenarios where some of these players get caught slipping. Also, quick shout out to Alex Lay, the voice actor for Luke. Had the privilege of meeting him over at EVO. Super cool guy, by the way, and I still can't believe he is this character here and in 6. It's super dope. I got to talk to him about it. He's like,
pretty sick.
I still can't believe I got to do this. I'm like, dude, it's from SoCal too.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
Let's go.
Super cool. All right, speaking of super cool, now it's gonna be all Kolin. MXGuss.
Just jumping out of there.
We'll take that.
Right. Rather than grab this time. So mixing it up well, Jazdero. Now onto the grab, but it was too far. Gus is here.
Oh, so scary! Still the counter poke there for MXGuss. One more touch. That neutral jump could have been catastrophic. MXGuss got run into it. Either way, the back throw now, Jazdero could turn it around. It's Luke. I take it all back with a little bit of meter being built up from the side of MXGuss. Gets the back throw, gets the first round of game 2.
If Gus could find more of those moments where, where he knows that the opponent's not going to be pressing buttons, this is punish. Yeah. It would be great if he could find more grabs like that, but so far in this round, it's just not like that at all.
Ooh.
Trying to force it.
At the cost of the bar from that far, I don't know. Ooh. The activation, no dashes here. You could go into critical art, but at the same time, why? Why would,
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Freezes it. Yeah, it sure was. And stun is now an issue as well.
Frames afterwards. The backdash is there for MXGuss. Jazdero still in the cold.
Oh, man.
If you uppercut critical art, it would have been over.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very scary. Ooh, big threat now. Yeah, that could have just been into the upper into super for Chip. And Jazdero didn't even spend the super, so now in final round, he's got a big advantage.
I think there's one thing to note that I do want to pause on. If there's ever a moment where that situation happens, let them spend the bar. Let them get rid of it. Oh, checking it again. Crouching medium kick, such an effective tool.
And again, at almost exactly the same spot, 3 times. Jazdero with dash forward grab.
Trying to do it again, but the activation still gives MXGuss plenty of time to react and punish accordingly. The throw escape. Jazdero, I would say, like, pretty much under pressure with a lot of these throws, and it's been the dash over and over again.
Yeah, it's been huge. Love seeing this from Gus. Oh boy.
My God.
It is next hit for the win. As he ends in super here, but he needs one more. He's got to find the hit. He did find a hit, and of course confirm all the way through into the trigger follow-up. Jazdero will qualify for top 8 in loser's side.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal play from Jazdero, exhibiting both characters with proficient knowledge, checking MXGuss through and through 2-0, breaking that 9th place curse, and unfortunately MXGuss still living in that zone.
You know, as it went on, I did like more of what we saw from MXGuss. That round where he had a bunch of grabs I thought was really important, as he did take better control of neutral. But man, overall, Jazdero's reads on when Gus would stop pressing buttons, it wasn't even necessarily about Jazdero becoming the more active player in terms of his own buttons. They were very even in terms of that many of the times. It was just Jazdero called out when MXGuss was going to chill out and turn that into his offense.
Yeah. I will say there's been plenty of shining moments from MXGuss, especially towards like that later end of the set. With how he utilized the trigger, but after that, I feel like there was just a lack of confidence in terms of his movement after that trigger was gone. So again, yeah, exactly what you were highlighting from Jazdero, excuse me.